Welcome to Celebration of Home.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Celebration of Home
from Skyline Tower.
Welcome.
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 Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Celebration of Home.
Thank you for supporting Common Bond residents.
Thanks for supporting Common Bond.
Enjoy the show.
Welcome everyone to Celebration of Home, the virtual gala for Common Bond communities. This year, we celebrate the milestone achievement of 50 years that Common Bond has provided affordable, stable housing for those in need. And I'm standing with the two gentlemen who preceded me in this role of CEO for this amazing organization. And I think I speak for all of us when I say that it's an honor to serve and that we've been truly fortunate, supported by great staff, board members, volunteers, and donors all along the way. Joe, you were back here at the start in 1971. Tell us what stands out for you after 35 years of leadership.
When I joined the organization, we were just emerging from the turbulent 60s. Our community was driven by the belief that all people have a right to a place they can call their own, and that providing a safe and affordable home was the best way to respond to the racial and economic injustice we faced. Injustices that continue today. Our first two properties were located in the cities of Red Wing and Northfield, Minnesota, and we used the success of creating those housing communities as a platform for growth by leveraging all of the financing, fundraising, and partnership tools available to us. We were able to create so many vibrant housing communities that continue to serve our fellow community members today. It was during my time that staff, residents, and funders collaborated to create Common Bond's Advantage services. Our unique approach to providing both programs and individual support is what makes Common Bond unique from other housing organizations and is one of the many important reasons why we're all here tonight. A word about the two who followed me, these two great people. When I retired after 35 years, we were in 35 cities in 2 states. Now it's 60 cities in 4 states. More importantly, in the past 15 years, Common Bond doubled the number of people it serves, housing and services, for over 13,000 people.
Thanks, Joe, for sharing that with us. I completely agree. Advantage Services has created a supportive environment that helps folks set their course for the future. Paul, how did Common Bond expand to meet community needs under your leadership?
Shortly after I took over, based on very exciting feedback from our top supporters, we launched the Open 4,000 Doors campaign with a goal to raise $21 million, equipping us to create 4,000 homes with life-changing services. Thanks to many of you, we exceeded the goal of that campaign, ultimately raising $27 million. We directed contributions and investments from that campaign to create the Housing Investment Fund, a tool that provides the flexible working capital we need to increase the scale of our housing development. We also established an endowment for Advantage Services, which provides a critical annual stream of funding for resident services. And we used a portion of the funds raised to acquire and renovate a building for sorely needed new office space. The success of this campaign allowed us to expand Common Bond's model to new states and new communities and impact thousands more people each year, knowing that every door we open for an individual or a family would be life-changing. I'm very proud that this organization has continued to grow and create generations of impact.
As you've heard from my predecessors, Common Bond has expanded over the decades to become one of the most effective affordable housing providers in the upper Midwest. And today we have more than 7,000 rental apartments and townhomes across 60 cities and 4 states. To continue to experience tremendous growth and see great future opportunity.
For the last 50 years, folks like you have stepped forward to support our mission. You've made our work possible, and we're so grateful to have partnered with you along the way. Thank you.
Whether you are a board member, a donor, a staff member, a volunteer, or a vendor partner, you have been an absolutely instrumental part of our success. It could not have happened without you.
And so we welcome you to this celebration of home. We're so glad you've joined us once again to support our efforts to build stable homes, strong futures, and vibrant communities.
Wow, thank you, Deidre, Joe, and Paul. 50 years of affordable housing and supporting residents to help them thrive. Happy anniversary, Common Bond. And welcome, Yajong. I am Gia Vang, anchor of the KARE 11 Sunrise Show, and we're celebrating virtually so as many of you as possible can safely participate and enjoy the event from the comfort of your homes. Although we aren't together in person, we will still, trust me, get to celebrate, have some fun, and especially make a difference for the 13,000 residents who call a Common Bond community home. My connection with affordable housing is a personal one. My family and I grew up moving around every couple of years because we couldn't afford to, 1, buy a home, and 2, the raising rents. None of those places ever felt like home, so I know the stability of home Common Bond creates for families like my own. For the next 35 minutes, we are going to share how your service provides services to Common Bond communities in Minnesota and Iowa, Wisconsin, and soon to be South Dakota. You'll hear more about that. We so appreciate you joining us as we set out to raise $650,000 for Common Bond's vital work. More on how you can help shortly. For now, we are so grateful to Room and Board for their leadership as this year's title sponsor and for their outstanding and longtime partnership with Common Bond. And here with a special message is Nancy Greatrix-Manley, Chief People Officer for Room and Board.
Hello, I'm Nancy Greatrix-Manley, the Chief People Officer at Room and Board. I'm honored to be here today with you to celebrate 50 years of Common Bond and the good work that they do to provide stable housing and services to their residents, all to support the notion that home is an essential part of our lives. At Room and Board, we also share that notion of the importance of home. It's where we live our lives, we dream, we cry, we learn, we grow, and I think it's wonderful that Common Bond's work has given that opportunity to so many individuals to have a home, that physical space where we live our lives. And that's what Common Bond is, one of our enduring community partners. By supporting their work, they help us feel our values of home and its importance in everyone's life. So today, as we're here to think about 50 years of tremendous work, I want to call us to think forward about the next 50 years. Homelessness continues to be an issue that plagues our communities, and together we can rally and support Common Bond as they work to improve the lives of others. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nancy. Yes, the next 50 years, we want to think about that. So thank you, Nancy, to you and the whole team at Room and Board for your commitment to improving lives and building strong communities. We are also very grateful to our presenting sponsors, Frericks Construction, Huntington Bank, and Winthrop and Weinstein. Let's give a special shout out to our platinum sponsors as well. It's Mahoney's CPAs, Northmark, and U.S. Bank. And joining me now is a familiar face to this event, Kurt Johnson from Kurt Johnson Auctioneering. Kurt, welcome. You've been doing this a long time. You're a pro.
Yeah, thanks, Jen. There's nowhere else I'd rather be than here this evening. I've been part of this event for 21 years, almost half as long as this organization's been around. And I remember doing this event when it was outside, and I'm sure some of you do too, and I'm pretty glad it's not outside tonight. Because when we support our neighbors, we all do better. That's what Common Bond is all about, helping our neighbors by being a good neighbor. In this 50th anniversary year, I would love to see us make an extra big difference for Common Bond's 13,000 residents. One easy way for you to support this work is by clicking the donate button right above your screen, right on the webpage, or texting HOME to 61094. As Gia shared, our fundraising goal for tonight's event is a stretch goal of $650,000, and we are already at $522,000. Isn't that amazing? Woohoo! And be sure to bid on we have some 60 exciting auction packages. All you do is click on the online auction tab. What a fun way to support Common Bond. You only have until 9 p.m. to place those auction bids. Bid high, bid often, and bid again. Don't forget to put your max bid.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hey, you know, with that voice, I'm going to bid.
All right.
I'm going to bid. Okay, Kurt, thank you so much. We're off to a great start. We'll check back with Kurt in just a little bit. Right now, we've cooked up something extra for you this evening. Immediately following the program, we hope you'll join us for the Zoom after party. That's right, they do that these days. So joining me now to share a little bit more about the post-program festivities is our after party host, DJ Adrian Perryman from Events by MV. Adrian, hey, how's it going?
Going all right. How you doing?
Good. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks, Gia. We have 30 minutes of fun planned. We'll play around and name that tune, followed by some trivia.
Okay, I understand, Adrian, that the songs for Name That Tune all have the word home or house in them. And for those of you paying very close attention to tonight's program, you'll do great at trivia. All the questions are related to Common Bond facts that we are sharing tonight, Adrian?
Yes, that is correct, Gia, and we even have prizes, so come for those. The after party Zoom link is provided on the website you're watching the program on, so just scroll down and you'll see my photo, and the link to join will be right there. And also, if you registered for Celebration of Home, you should have also received an email message today with a Zoom link. So we hope everyone will join us, even those who just want to sit back and enjoy the music and watch the friendly competition. So it's going to be a blast.
Gonna be a blast. Adrian, give me one more sound effect.
There you go.
All right, Adrian, thank you for checking in with us. Of course, it's going to be lots of fun, you can see already, so we'll check back with Adrian in just a little bit. Now, back with us now is Common Bond's CEO, Deidre Schmidt, and she's joined by Thomas Adams, Executive Vice President of Housing and Services. Thank you so much for being here. Look at the color coordination here.
Thanks, Gia.
I
It's
know,
almost
I love
like we
it.
planned it. Thomas, welcome. Can you believe 50 years? Common Bond's been celebrating, has been working on mission-driven work for 50 years. We're here tonight to celebrate. We now serve families in 3 states, and we just secured our first round of financing for our expansion into South Dakota, as you hinted at earlier. So, Thomas, what do you see on the horizon for the next 50?
Well, we're going to build on this amazing foundation and continue to keep the needs of our residents and the larger community front and center. We need to continue to adapt to the changing times, think and act creatively, and stay rooted in our core values.
That's right. So, what do you think is the key to success?
It's people. It's our amazing staff, our wonderful residents, our generous sponsors and funders and community partners. They all make it possible for us to move our vision forward. We cannot do this work without them.
Absolutely, and they're with us tonight. So what is one of the most pressing issues for folks who live in a Common Bond community?
Well, simply speaking, it's knowing that our residents have a safe place to call home. We know that home is the foundation for everything. It's the place where each person can find what they need to meet their goals and to build their best lives. I'd like now to introduce 2 of my colleagues to expand on that theme. It's Linda and Simone from our Housing and Services team, and they've been working tirelessly with residents to address their needs.
I am Linda Slack, the property manager at Granada Lakes Townhomes in Oakdale, Minnesota, which is home to 254 residents. As you may know, the federal eviction moratorium has expired, and many of our residents face uncertainty about rent and fears surrounding homelessness. Common Bond staff has always worked closely with residents to ensure timely rent payments, but the pandemic brought new challenges, making it even more difficult for residents to pay rent. Unemployment due to shutdowns, worsening physical and mental health challenges, and the higher cost of living during a pandemic have all contributed to the non-payment of rent. With the eviction moratorium lifting, residents who are behind in rent are concerned about losing their homes. We're working closely with residents to help them stay in their homes and to stay safe.
I'm Simone Ashar, one of 20 regional property managers at Common Bond. I supervise the operation of 12 properties in the Twin Cities metro area.
Simone and I have been working together throughout the pandemic to ensure we are supporting residents by encouraging timely rent payments, helping residents apply for rent relief, and focusing on supporting our community members rather than evicting them. Everything we do and have done is grounded in Common Bond's mission to ensure stable, affordable housing.
The key to helping people stay current on rent payment is strong communication between site staff and residents. The Advantage Service Coordinator on site can help by offering budgeting or financial resources. Coordinators also work with our property managers to reach out to residents who are behind on rent to come up with a plan. The property manager and resident may come up with a payment plan to get the resident caught up. Or the coordinator can help with getting rent relief for the resident.
Speaking of rent relief, there are many ways that site staff have assisted with getting residents access to rent help, especially during the pandemic. Funding has come from the CARES Act, various counties and local organizations, Rent Help Minnesota, and housing stability hotlines. Common Bond's main goal is supporting residents however we can, based on their individual situations. Donations from our generous supporters have also played a key role in providing rental assistance for our residents during these unusually challenging times.
Common Bond aims to support residents rather than evict them. Our primary goal is to keep residents safely and affordably housed. Especially during the pandemic, when there has been so much uncertainty, we want people to feel secure and know that they will have a safe place to call home at the end of the day.
We believe that home is the foundation for everything in life. Having a place to call home will lead to a strong and hopeful future. We are moving forward in the next 50 years by adapting our services to the changing needs of residents. The pandemic has brought financial hardship to residents trying to pay rent and stay housed. It has also reminded us of how important it is to adapt in times of difficulty and change. No matter what happens in the world around us, we stay true to our mission of helping folks thrive.
Remember, we cannot do this important work without you. We are so grateful for your continued support as we move forward together along with our residents. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Linda and Simone, for those important and eye-opening perspectives. Always really important to hear from those folks face-to-face with those residents. We're grateful to you and all the hundreds of Common Bond staff members for your commitment to helping residents remain safe and thrive. Okay, time now to take a quick look at our fundraising status. Our total, it is growing since this thing has started. We are now over $561,000. Yeah, I saw that it went up about $1,000 as Linda and Simone were talking. So, of course, remember, those of you at home, you can join at any time to make your gift and help us get closer to our $650,000 goal by donating or bidding on our great auction items. Remember, click the donate button. Okay, so now we want to extend our heartfelt thank you to Dominium, our 50th anniversary lead sponsor. Dominium is also celebrating 50 years, so we wish them a very happy anniversary. Here's a message from Dominium's CEO, Paul Sween.
Common Bond is essential because they're a wonderful, capable provider of affordable housing at a time when the need is really tremendous. Income disparities have never been worse. In addition, the costs of providing housing at all levels has increased, making that gap even greater. Common Bond also is very valuable because they provide services along with affordable housing, making them very unique. If we turn the clock back 50 years, that was 1972, and important things were happening in affordable housing at that time, and Common Bond and Dominium got started at the same time. Each organization has grown on, and they've become best-in-class providers of affordable housing. Many thousands of apartment units have been produced, and Common Bond has provided wonderful homes for thousands of families across the upper Midwest. I'm excited to be involved with Common Bond. I think of them as a best-of-class provider of affordable housing, and I'm so happy to be involved with them in a way that I can help support them, and I hope others will too.
Yeah, thank you so much, Paul, for Dominium's partnership and commitment to affordable housing. And now we want to thank our gold sponsors, recognized on the screen right now for their generosity. And here now are our silver sponsors. Thank you for making a difference. And wow, look at all of our bronze sponsors. What an impressive list right there. Take a second just to look at them and thank them. Let's give all of our sponsors a virtual round of applause. Okay, now I have the pleasure of introducing you to one of Common Bond's many residents. Here's Geeta.
My name is Geeta. I'm from Nepal. I have been here for 5 years. I live with my husband and my 2 kids in St. Paul. I'm working right now as a cardiac heart monitor reader and as a CNA at the Regent's Hospital. So my aim is being a nurse. We moved here 2016. I thought, how can I find home?
Home means to me safety, where I feel safe and connected to community.
Skyline Tower is good home for live with families. Here is lots of program, lots of people to help us what I need. I love it here. That's why.
Once Geeta has that home, she was able to focus on all this of dreams of hers. As soon as she moved in, they told her about the services in the Advantage Center, and she came in to see me for job search help.
She helped me a lot to find a job, apply for the job, make a resume, and everything's what I need, she helped me.
Geeta is a very hardworking woman. She started from whatever that available to her and worked her way up to where she wanted to be. And she will continue to do that, and she's accomplished so much. I'm so proud of her. Thank you so much for supporting Advantage Services.
Thank you, Common Bond, to help us.
Your help will make a big difference in residents' life like Geeta.
Everybody need to keep safe. That place is the home. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your story, Geeta. Stories like these are why we are here tonight virtually. If you haven't already done so, now is the time to make your commitment known. Many individuals and businesses have already made one or more gifts in support of this year's celebration of home. Join them as someone who sees the value in Common Bond's work. Text HOME, how easy is that, to 61094 for any amount, or click on the donate button. I mean, we want to raise $650,000. I mean, that's a big stretch goal for us. But to get us started, the $10,000 level, this is where if we were together, I'd be running around getting all super excited. But we have a group, and this does get me excited. We have a group of folks, lovely, wonderful folks, who have committed $10,000 each as part of our 10 for 10 campaign, led by none other than former board chair Kyle Hansen and current board chair Richard Wicca. Let's give a shout out. Check these people out. These are the donors who gave $10,000 each for a huge combined gift of $100,000. I'd clap and cheer, but I don't want to be too loud. Come on, are you cheering at home? I mean, if you have the means, we hope you will pledge $10,000 to support Common Bond's work. I mean, no, that's a big thing, but what we could do across all these states and all these cities with $10,000. And when I came in tonight to the studio many hours ago, they said, did you hear? Did you hear? And I'm like, no, what? We got a really big deal going on. So I get a chance to make this announcement. And I know you're watching, Paul. So thank you. Paul Sween has personally pledged a $50,000 matching gift in honor of Common Bond and Dominion's shared 50-year anniversaries. That just came in today. $50,000. We are so grateful to celebrate this long-standing partnership as two of the region's most committed champions of affordable housing. I mean, I hope you're clapping in your living room. It's a match. So let's make Paul proud by hitting that match right now with gifts of any amount of $5,000 or less. I mean, who out there can do $5,000? I mean, that is $100 for 50 years, okay? Just think about that. If you give, that's simple. And if you give us 5, we get 10. And maybe 5,000 is too much, but could you pledge at the $2,500 level to help us get to our $650,000 goal? Because you give us $2,500, do the math, we get $5,000. And you can text any amount or click on the donate tab, make up a number, we don't care. But I like this number because when we're together and people raise up their cards, $1,000, the room goes nuts because $1,000 gives us $2. And if you want to do monthly installments, which you can do, it's just about $84 per month, $84 a month to make a difference. And by the way, we get $2,000 out of that. Now, many of you work for corporations. So if you work for an employer that matches employee gifts, please take advantage of that to double the impact of your gift. Just mention that when you check out and we'll help you get that. Because if you give us $500, we get $500 from Paul, we get $500 for your corporation, that's $1,500. Do the math, even I can do that math. Our goal is to have as many households join us as possible tonight. So do that $500 gift or any amount that is so makes a difference. It provides stability, safety to all of our residents. How about $250? Is that easier for you to do right now? I mean, $250 means $500 to us because of Paul's match. This will help us get to that $650,000 goal or $100. I mean, whatever amount you choose, know that your gift truly matters. If you wish to make your gift in a way other than with a credit card, check the screen, like setting up a recurring payment. We can do that, or whatever you want to do. Just click on there and we can figure it out. And if you want to just make your gift on a credit card, all you need to do is text HOME to 61094 or click on the donation button now, so it'll go right to that. Now, I want to take a moment to acknowledge all the generous businesses and individuals who made a gift to our 50th anniversary fund. Look at all these great companies on your screen and the individuals as well. Remember, all the money raised tonight benefits Common Bond's Advantage Services, the full complement of wraparound services, including career education, youth mentorship, senior and veteran support. These services help Common Bond residents accomplish goals and thrive.
Yeah, it's such important work. Again, we are seeing our total tick up, which I'm so excited about. Look at
it! I would say it's $593,000.
Yes, but remember, yeah, we are at $586 right now, $1,000, and then we're getting higher. So I know that we have such generous people out there. So please, if you want to give, please do. Kurt just ran down all the different ways that you can do that. Right now, though, I want to hear from Barbara from Bishop's Creek in Milwaukee about how Common Bond has transformed her life.
My name is Barbara Gordon. I'm originally from Chicago. I've been living here in Common Bond for 3.5 years. I'm a mother of 5 and a grandmother of 10. I like the area because it's close around everything I have to do. I go to a Silver Springs Health Center on Silver Springs up there. And my church around the corner, the Walgreens around the corner, everything is convenient for me. And I feel safe here when I moved out my house. I feel safe. It's like a little community, this building. It's just a little community. I like it. I like it. A home is a place that's your comfort, and you can go home when you can't go nowhere. A home is your peace of mind. It's supposed to be to get your peace of mind. You know, when you get through working, you ready to go home, because that's where you know you can relax. So a home is your comfort zone. Is your comfort zone.
Okay, thank you so much, Barbara, for sharing your story, inviting us into your home. Tonight, you've heard firsthand the impact Common Bond has in transforming lives.
Thank you for being part of this special celebration and for supporting our residents. We are grateful for your generosity and commitment to affordable housing. We couldn't do this work without you.
Now, listen, we were planning to do a toast tonight, okay? We had this all prepared. After all, it is Common Bond's, it's the 50th anniversary, right?
Happy birthday!
But we really have something to celebrate.
Yes.
And Deidre, man, she's going to make the announcement.
Okay.
Oh, boy, I guess that's great. That's why I have my job, right? We came into tonight with a stretch goal of $650,000, and we've exceeded our goal. Thanks to all of you, our generous supporters. Here's a toast to 50 more years.
Yeah!
Of
661,000!
Yes, what a great celebration this has been. It's not over yet. Remember I was telling you guys about the fun after party with DJ Adrian Perryman? Yes, simply click on the after party Zoom link below where you are watching this program. Cheers to Common Bond's 50th anniversary. Thank you,